Happy Thursday morning, everybody from Ryan Likes Aliens. Today is Thursday, September 30th, 2021, and it's 4:19 in the morning here in Maryland. I'm going to be calling this, early morning witchcraft log. Well, if you are a wiccan person, I just wanted to know what your views are on whether you think it's possible for people to be able to read another person's mind. I like Jeffree Star, the singer and makeup guy. And the coven that I was in, that I studied witchcraft in, was called Bloodstar Coven. And it was run by a guy named Jeff and his girlfriend Maria. And there was also another boy named Tyler there. And Tyler had a girlfriend named Chrissy. Jeff is a people coincidence, because I like Jeffree Star. And his coven was called Bloodstar Coven. When I would hang out with Jeff, he told me that he was an advanced, 3rd degree high priest in Wicca. And he told me that he can read other people's minds. And he can do it through Facebook and things like that, without even being on the phone with people. And he told me that I am a bloodline witch. I got diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia at about 21 or 22. But the people coincidences have been real ever since I was about 18 or 19. And they're real even though I have paranoid schizophrenia. I'm not going to say all of them, but I've talked about some of them here on my Ryan Likes Aliens channel. So it makes me believe in Hecate and Zeus. And Jeff taught me that if you are a Wiccan person, it's important to wear your pentagram necklace to protect you from evil spirits and forces in the universe that can mess with you. I believe that my house was haunted at one point, and I've experienced paranormal activity, and Jeff came in and did a cleansing of my house when it was haunted. There would be times where I would wake up and I would see all the magnets on the fridge be on the ground, and all the papers on the fridge would be on the floor. I do believe that Jeff could read my mind, and I have paranoid schizophrenia. But let's just say that the people coincidences are real, even though I have paranoid schizophrenia, which trips me out. There's about, as I said in my previous vlogs, there's about 10 or 11 of them on my Facebook, and there's about 13 or 14 of them that I'm not friends with, that have circled in my life that are people coincidence people that trip me out. So I do believe in witchcraft, and some of these people coincidence people don't even have Facebook accounts or things like that. But they're still real, and they're people coincidence people, and I don't have pictures of some of them. But there's still people coincidence people that have circled around me in my life that make me believe in a dark goddess and God. I don't understand what my witchcraft powers are. All I know is that I like to listen to music about Hecate, and I haven't found any songs about Zeus, but I like to listen to music about Hecate, because Hecate is the goddess that I worship and believe in. And with Wicca, the laws are to know, to will, to dare, and to keep silent. And that's why I'm Wiccan, because with Wicca, the laws are to know. And see, the people coincidences are real, even though I have paranoid schizophrenia. And with Christianity, there's Bible verses about faith and things like that. Now, my grandmother wanted to get me baptized at the age of 22 or 23. But see, I refused to because I'm a Wiccan person. And I told her that I believe in Hecate and Zeus, and I'm a victim of religious discrimination by my grandmother and my mother that don't like that I'm a Wiccan person. They would prefer if I was Christian. It's just I don't believe in Christianity. Now, my views on Christianity is that I believe that Jesus Christ was here. I just don't believe that he was the Son of God or anything like that. My belief is that Zeus is the highest god, and then Hecate is the highest goddess. And see, I know that witchcraft is real, and it is possible for people to be witches. In today's society. And I know that I'm a witch. Let me go get some tea. I have a cup of tea that I already had poured. So I know that witchcraft is real. My views on Wicca is that it's a peaceful religion. But I find Hecate to be a scary goddess, but a loving goddess at the same time. And I know that Hecate is a loving goddess, but she can be a dark goddess too. In the dark chapter of life, my belief is that this is the dark chapter of life right now, and Hecate in the dark chapter of life, her hair is black, and she holds a knife and keys and torches, and she likes polecats and snakes and things like that. Now, my belief is that there's another plane of existence, this is what I want to believe, where Hecate has blonde hair and she doesn't hold a knife in another plane of existence, and things like that. When I scroll through my timeline, there are times where, see, I have two cousins named Amy and Stacy on my, dad's side of the family. Now, I don't have my cousin Stacy added as a friend, but I have my cousin Amy added. And my belief is that Hecate looks like Amy Lee from the band Evanescence. And there are times where I will think that Hecate looks like Amy Lee, and I will see my cousin Amy pop up, or I will see girls with black hair or girls with blonde hair pop up in my Facebook feed when I think about Hecate stuff. I don't really get many signs about Zeus, but there are times where I watch TV, and I get Zeus signs. And I know that a power that I have is clairvoyance when I studied witchcraft. I've had clairvoyance for about 4 or 5 years now as a witchcraft power. When I studied witchcraft with my friend Jeff, when I would go to his coven, we would study Wicca, and we would do Wicca stuff, and there was this thing that we did, and there was a, thing that happened where Jeff gave me the power to have clairvoyance. And the people coincidences have been real ever since I was about, as I said, they've been real ever since I was about 20 or 21, I think. And they're real even though I have paranoid schizophrenia. So, I thought at first, when Jeff, my friend, taught me about Hecate and Zeus stuff, that it was crazy. But then it dawned on me that Jeff is a people coincidence, and then other people coincidence people circled through in my life. And he taught me that God is real, and the reason why I'm able to see all of these people coincidence people is because I was noticed by a dark goddess and God that chose me to be a witch. And he taught me that God is this girl that looks like Amy Lynn Hartzler, Amy Lee from Evanescence, and then her husband is a man with a beard named Zeus. It's just he taught me that the goddess has more power than the god. And I interact with the people coincidences throughout my daily life. And the example of one is my stepdad is named Tony, and he has red hair. And my mom's name is Pam, and she has blonde hair. And my brother is named Zachary. And before I got disability, there's a car pusher at my work that still works there named Tony that has red hair. There was a lady named Pam there that had blonde hair that no longer works there, and there was a boy named Zachary that worked there. It's just his name was spelled differently than my brother's, and he didn't look like my brother. And see, those are examples of people coincidence, people that are real even though I have severe paranoid schizophrenia. So I know that witchcraft is real, and I know that God is real. I was an atheist, and then I was a Christian, and then I was an atheist, and then I did Wicca, and I'll never take a different road outside of Wicca, because with Wicca the laws are to know, to will, to dare, and to keep silent. And see, the people coincidences are real even though I have schizophrenia, and I've seen a lot of things I can't explain with witchcraft. And after witchcraft was over, I got kicked out of Jeff's coven, but I know that Jeff, I'll see him in heaven or Summerland, and I hope that I can talk to him and be his friend. His girlfriend denied my friend request when I sent her one, and my friend request to Jeff is pending, but I know he'll never accept it. It's just my belief is that I'll see Jeff in Summerland, and hopefully we can be friends. And when you meet and interact with people, coincidence people in person, and you see them in person or things like that, it's scary. But as a witch, things like that will happen to you in your life, and you just have to learn to become comfortable with it. And know that gods and goddesses are real, and they can scare you with how much power they have. And that if you are a witch, it's important to wear your pentagram necklace to protect you from forces in the universe that may try and mess with you. Well, this is going on almost 20 minutes, so I'm going to be calling this early morning witchcraft vlog, Thursday, September 30th, 2021. So leave a comment on what your views are about reading minds or, things like that, what you think about it if you are a Wiccan person.